الحمد لله والشكر لله يا علي، لك الحمد سبحان الله العظيم. الحمد لله والشكر لله يا حليم، لك الحمد سبحان الله العظيم. تحوينا دوما يا رحمن بالرحمة والغفران، حمد لك يا منان، وعظيم جمالك يا الله، يبدو حسن ما أحلى في خلقك يا رب. الحمد لله والشكر لله يا علي، لك الحمد سبحان الله العظيم. الحمد لله والشكر لله يا حليم، لك الحمد سبحانك يا ذا الخير والفضل والكرم، حمد لك ربي شكر لك. خدایا بر تو هزاران شکر.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth, and I've seen myself grown over this course, not only spiritually but also religiously. Um, when we were discussing about Hinduism, it hit in a deeper level because a lot of the cause and effects that they were explaining of the like something about anger causing you to say words you don't mean, causing you to act a different way. And Hinduism was explaining how to overcome that by not saying what you shouldn't say and just keep it into yourself, and by letting go and not being so harmful to others and yourself. So Hinduism really hit differently, especially because of my changes over the years, over the past year actually. My moods have changed drastically, but it was nice to commute and it was nice to connect with another religion. Made me think secondly, or made me have a second thought about my religion, because Hinduism was really interesting to me, and it helped me understand myself a lot more. I thought about a lot of the things I've been doing. I've been trying to change that a lot more, which I've improved on, being kinder to myself, kind of. Um, Stopping myself from saying hurtful words. Most of the time, I've been just making sure I'm by myself. I just push myself to the side so that I could just stay away from bursting out of saying something mean. I did break it once, but I've been doing a lot better than before. So, for me, what it means to be on a path of growth toward greater wholeness, spiritual maturity, I think for spiritual maturity, I think in order to grow wholeness on your path, I feel like you need to know about, I think you need to know more in depth about every religion. So coming into this class, I was really excited to learn. I was very excited to learn about the new religions and just really hear about a different religion other than Catholic, because I've always been grown up with hearing stories about Catholic and everything about Jesus and Mary. So I never really heard anything else differently. So if I had to look back, my maturity for spirituality has grown a lot because of this class, because of how much I've been experienced to other religions and like their practices and how much more dedication they are compared to Catholic, and how different their celebrations are and their beliefs and their teachings. Their teachings was a big thing for me that made me feel sorry, made me feel maturely, feel more spiritually maturely, because I felt like I was hearing something that was actually happening to me and that was actually giving me answers compared to religion. So I think right there is a path of growth, because only way you can grow is by trying new things or getting out there, doing new things. Anything considered with new, I feel like helps with people's maturity. And going into a college, new life, going into a new sport, going into a new life in general, I think helps with maturity. And if I had to think about the relationship between a mountain and a path, I would say it's one path, but with many obstacles. So, like in a mountain, it is always one path, but there's always that maybe the path goes away, and then it continues. It comes back later, or maybe there's like rocks, or maybe the path increases in depth, so you have to incline, or maybe it'll go down. I think, and that slows you down from getting to the top. But I believe it's one path with many obstacles. Um, so if I've learned, based on what I've learned in major religions, what spiritual technologies can you enlist to help you progress? On my path, I think meditation will be one. I was actually listening to meditation music while doing this project because it made me feel actually really relaxed. It felt really good. And I think that will be a huge one. And also remembering my teaching, or the teachings that I learned from Hinduism about controlling yourself more and your feelings, you could say, or more, yeah, your feelings. So my thoughts and overall feelings regarding what I've learned in major religions and the wisdom of humanity, I would say was a lot more. It changed me a lot more than I thought it would. I really expected to like just come in to learn, um, which I did learn a lot about the different traditions and all that. But I for sure was not expecting to actually relate to one of the religions like as much as I thought I would. And I think to help me grow and live it, I'm hoping to look more into Hinduism, looking more into understanding Hinduism, I would say, because that one I would say felt like I could relate the most to. And lately has been feeling like I could relate to that one more than to Catholic. Because Catholic always talks about, it doesn't really tell you that lesson that I learned from Hinduism, I think, in my opinion. So I'm very grateful for major religions for teaching me that and actually opening my spirituality. It really helped and has impacted me already greatly. And I am going to continue practicing these practices to hope to better myself. Thank you, Ms. Armstrong.